Hello everyone, I'm Drax, this is Draxatron, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 11 of Let's Play Atomfall. I'm glad you're here and chose to visit, and I hope you'll enjoy today's adventure. Let's get into it, shall we? In the previous episode, we'd left off taking care of a few minor matters. We had successfully upgraded several of our weapons and had tested them quite effectively on outlaws and ferals, both of which have been considerable problems to me in the past. We also got the 3 radio towers in the quarantine zone back online. And when we activated the 3rd tower, which was in Casterfell Wood, it sent out a mysterious coded signal. The coded signal, as you all may recall, mentioned the mysterious Agravane that we have read about in other documents. When we returned to Joyce Tanner, we confronted her on the signal, but she claimed to know nothing about it. But at the same time, we also found Ilya Kozlov, the Soviet soldier that we had discovered hiding in the cellar of Brinsip Manor in Skethermoor. He had apparently found Joyce and confronted her and been shot by her in what she claimed was self-defense. Now, I find that mildly suspicious, but that's probably just me. But I'm thinking that there's something serious that Joyce is not telling us. And keep in mind, we still have not identified who Agravane, the leader of the small cell of Soviet spies that were sent into the quarantine zone, we have not identified them yet. Though my suspicions strongly point to Joyce being that person. Now, she denied my accusations of being up to something, of course, but she also told us that she wants us to bring her a sample of Oberon and then to destroy the meteorite itself. Now, Dr. Holder, as you all remember, wants us to poison Oberon. Captain Sims wants us to destroy Oberon. And Mother Jago wants us to bring her, I think this is involving her here, about the growth stimulant. It's hiding somewhere in the medical tunnels, I believe. We're not going to mess with that. But right now, I want to track this lead here. Because in the previous episode, using our improved weaponry, we were able to find a secondary tunnel that connects lower robotics to both the Slattendale entrance to the interchange and to the medical section. And we're going to go back. Oh dear, here we go again. Rats, rats, and more rats. These little buggers are persistent, aren't they? There's a few more still lingering. Come on now. There's one there. Hold still. Okay. Now. There's an entire section of medical here that I have not been in. And I'm not entirely sure. Wait a minute. I need to go around the other way. Not entirely sure what it is, but it's on the other side of the entry door that we took to get into the medical section when we were going in search of Dr. Holder's sample 1. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Come on, down you get. Decon. I saw a post on Reddit last night. People described the decon tunnel as the scariest enemy in the game, because apparently that sound and the buzzer going off each time you pass through it still manages to jump scare people. And I'm like, it's almost gotten me a few times. I'd have to remind myself I'm about to get into decon, so don't jump. Don't jump. Okay. I hear protocol soldiers. No outlaws sneaking in from Slattendale. At least it doesn't look like it at the moment. Oop, don't climb the ladder again. It's curious that I think this marker is pointing us to this body when we found that key in the previous episode. Oh well. I was wanting to make sure it wasn't something that now this way goes to lower robotics. This way goes out to the main courtyard, I suppose you'd call it. Protocol soldiers have moved into the area now. And then this tunnel opposite here, same thing, this goes to robotics. Shut the gate when you're not using it. That was a huge pet peeve of my mother's when I was a little boy. When you got up from the dinner table, you always put the chair under the table. And if you didn't, she'd remind you. She'd let you get just across the kitchen and say, "Are you forgetting something?" And here is the medical entry. This is the previously blocked passageway. Now there is not a whole lot left to do aside from get into Windscale, locate Oberon, and decide how I'm going to bring about its end. Mother Jago see, she met me outside the speaking cave. I did give the offering to the effigy. It did speak to me. It spoke of the voice, returning things to the soil, escaping death, salvation, that sort of thing. Pointed me to Mother Jago. She was waiting for me outside the cave, as I'd said. She encouraged me to take one more step to further convince me that I should support her and the druids. I'm very leery about that whole mess. I might entertain the idea of taking that particular path on a new playthrough. But for right now, I'm not going to take that chance because I don't particularly want to be going and sacrificing myself to some weird deity that purportedly lives in the soil. Now, you'll also remember that when we spoke to Mother Jago after leaving the speaking cave, she directly mentioned Oberon and described it as a quote-unquote god. Now that alone tells me that infection going around the zone is having an effect on people everywhere. And I don't know, I suspect that these folks, their god is not what they think it is. But we will contemplate entertaining her path, possibly on a new playthrough. But since that weird trail about the voices doesn't really lead anywhere in particular, that one turret's throwing sparks. We don't have many other things to do at this point, aside from finally going into Windscale and bringing an end to Oberon. And again, I'm contemplating which end to choose. Captain Sims or Dr. Holder. Now, unfortunately, oh my. There we go. Far better than getting smacked in the face by one of those things. Uh-oh, there's another one right there. This is the other side of that tunnel. Oh. Let's take one of our nostrums. There's something in here, I know it, but I'm gonna go in anyway. Hello. Wonder if I can craft. Not enough alcohol. They're on me 6. Boom. Don't be pushing me. That's not nice. Don't push, there's enough for everyone. Calm down. Found some herbs. Boy, this place is rough. Ew. Holy shit. Oh, there's some alcohol. Aha! That's the back way in. Better go ahead and pop that. Since I'm still knee-deep in this proverbial muck. Okay, and here's the other way out into the main connector. So I'm wondering, hang on a minute, let me reload my pistol real quick. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. Uh-oh. Wrong gun. Boy, this stuff is vicious, isn't it? There's at least one more in here. I hear it. No, there it comes. There it goes. What am I missing? Let's see if we can flush it out by making some noise. No? Oh, wait. Yep, there it is. What are you looking for? He stood there thinking about it. Rifle ammo, cloth, pistol ammo. Yeah, I would have gotten eaten alive if I'd tried to come in this place much earlier. Platform gate key, huh? Nasty mess. Okay. This must have been the general ward or something. Nothing in these lockers. So what's through this door? Oh. Okay. The backside of medical, basically. I'd like to explore the rest of that, but unfortunately, I don't have any more of Mother Jago's nostrum. But if I can remember to, we will come back to it a little later. So wait a minute. Platform key. I wonder what this unlocks. Hello? Oh, it unlocks this. Something right here. Painkillers. Well, all right. Now, with that out of the way, it's almost a pity that that train car is blocking the other end of that. This right here would make a nice shortcut between medical and robotics where you don't have to go back through the regular tunnels.
Reminder for medical personnel. Stay at your stations between 1200 and 1230 hours today. This is due to the scheduled passage of a priority consignment to its containment section. For your safety, do not be on the corridors during this time.
Okay then. Anyway, back to my previous thought of which decision to take regarding Endgame. If Dr. Garrow was an option, she no longer is because she was shot and killed by Dr. Holder. Joyce Tanner, as I said before, I suspect is a Soviet spy, so I'm not going to entertain supporting her. She wants to take a sample of Oberon outside the zone, and just from what you can see of the state of this place, that would be an extremely bad idea. Mother Jago is absolutely bonkers. Decon. So I don't think I'll be supporting her. The operator, I have a hard time even wanting to trust that, whoever that individual is. Let's do a quick save. Decon, no? Well, let's at least go and take a look. We may have to go back for more of Mother Jago's nostrum, but we're going to take our first peek inside whatever remains of the Windscale atom plant. Here we go. The jig's truly up for us. What's this? Transmission date, 22nd October 1957. Transmission quality moderate to poor. Speaker unidentified. Transcription follows. Pains me to say it, old man, but we're goners. Quarantine and secure the area. We've really bought the farm on this one, I can't tell you. We've garbled. And honestly, I can see how we're going to have to use the last of the ammunition. I know you've no time for morning matinee heroics. I probably butchered that word, but the garbled, no choice. Blue filth is everywhere. The jig's truly up for us. Do what you can from the outside. Cheerio, old friend. Well, they did insinuate early on that Windscale was much more than just a nuclear power station. I guess when the accident happened, they couldn't hide the secret any longer, and that looks wonderfully inviting, doesn't it? Yeah. And we will definitely need more of Mother Jago's potion. My inventory of spores is full. Hello?
Oberon is close. Oberon must die. Die must, Oberon. I'm your only friend. I'm not your only friend. Now, Oberon must die. Oberon must die now. Destroy the wind-scale plant. Destroy Oberon. If Oberon is dead, then the way out will open.
Okay. The voice on the telephone has told me to destroy the entire Windscale plant and Oberon within it. Alrighty. Oh yeah. I'm going to need to get more herbs and make more potion, nostrum, elixir, whatever you want to call it, before I go down there. So, let's go on a little recce to gather more decon. Pick up some more herbs. And then see about... because I found a few bunches of herbs in Casterfell Wood in the previous episode. What does that turret keep saying? Oh, the rats are back again. Well, we're not Teslaing with them right now. We're going herb hunting. In Skethermore. I'm being nosy now. St. Catherine's Church. St. Catherine's Church was established as St. Catherine's in 1245, and signs of the original Norman architecture are still visible in the Victorian restoration of 1860 to 1862. Erected on an earlier pagan site, the church has been the locus of worship for the beautiful village of Wyndham and the surrounding area. The visitor would be well advised to enjoy the churchyard, the stained glass windows, and, by prior appointment, the crypt, all of which will reward lovers of history and architecture. That's nice. Sniffing around. Okay, this was a... third mention of the substation, which we know what it is now. James's diary, May 1962. Philip was talking about the government bunkers today. Couldn't stop the man. He had that look in his eye. He said he found one the Boffins called the Interchange, that it's hidden behind that substation. The captain doesn't like us to sniff around. If I know Philip, sniffing around's exactly what we'll be doing. Yeah. Right.
Stranger, spotted.
Anyway,
This is our turf. Don't come back.
Torf.
Attention! Prisoner Garrow has escaped.
Prisoner Garrow might have escaped, Captain, but Prisoner Garrow is also dead now, so you don't have to worry.
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. If you approach any military areas in the area, you will be presumed to have hostile intent, and you will be fired upon. Remember, a warning shot is a wasted bullet. You have been warned.
Now that's not at all creepy, is it? Ew. That's pretty. From a distance, I initially thought it was a chunk of rock. Hey, look. A secret tunnel. Let's see where this leads and be nosy, shall we? Go back. That means there's something thoroughly unfriendly down here. No big surprise. I suppose we'll find out what. Don't know about going that direction. Let's see if we can squeeze through here and... Oh dear. What's in here? I guess at some point in the distant past, somebody was buried here. Strange place for a crypt, though. Oh. Hoping I was far enough away that wouldn't have been a problem, but... Well, now the question becomes, what is over this way, if anything? Oh my. Yikes. Exploding oberite bugs, I guess. Oh, that was exciting. Pretty sparkles. Alrighty. Is that a box? A crate. Close enough. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. Where is this leading? Oh, I found someone's bootlegger still. I don't know. I don't, off the top of my head, recollect Prohibition ever being quite that aggressive in the UK. So what's this? A. I'm preparing the package for collection now. Keep in contact with our friends. When it's ready, they'll send you the pickup location in their messages. Use it wisely. I'm not sure when I'll be able to get you more, and stay safe. R. Sounds like Alf is getting his... Well, you know, now that I think about it, someone was speaking rather mockingly of the taste of the ale at the Grindel's Head. If this is where it's coming from, that might kind of explain it. I'll be damned. We ended up in the cellar of the Grindel's Head. Yeah, let's just go back out this way. Now that right there leads directly up behind. Reverend got his hands on a battery. Probably for Dr. Holder, if and I had to guess. Okay.
I don't know why I bother.
Has escaped from the detention facility. All citizens should be on the lookout for
Well, now that we've had that little aside, let's go back to Skethermore and continue on our original objective, which was to forage for herbs. We can go down this way. Oh no, let's not. Let's go this way. So we don't have to ford the stream.
This is a defense announcement. The substation is now off limits to all citizens and enlisted men. Speak to a crew. You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. any military areas in the area.
Alright, let's see if we can find any herbs. Excuse me, gents.
And you will be fired upon.
It's also possible that all the herbs in question probably are found in Casterfell Wood, given that's where Mother Jago and the Druids hang out. But I'm at least willing to poke around and find out. I don't plan to scour the entire area, mind, but just for the sake of being thorough. Oh. Sterilized. It's a green light special, folks.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I top the bastard. Orders be blowed.
Oh. A cellar. What have we got here? One, 2, 5, 3, 4. Cellar documents. Series of hastily scribbled notes accompanied by indecipherable shorthand. 2 months since disaster, radios down, exodus to woods. Follow strict martial law protocol. Still no word from illegible. Are scientists still alive? Not many. Well, only one now, really. Unless that poor bastard we encountered at the start of the game. I wonder what that does. That poor guy we patched up at the beginning of the game, if he's still alive, maybe. Oh! Rats, rats, and more rats. Rats, rats, rats. Oh, here's another button. Did I miss something? Oh, and here's a third button. Or a lever. Oh! That's nice. There's a blown atomic battery. In that concrete monstrosity of an outpost. Was hiding in some bushes to dodge a patrol, as one does, and got lucky for once. Didn't seem that way at first, mind you. The great oafs threw down their kit and awarded themselves a sly breather right by my hiding place. Of course, they started gossiping like old wives, and one mentioned something called the Interchange, the entrance to which is apparently in or near the foot of that concrete monstrosity of an outpost they use. It seems that their captain is very keen to get in, but they can't get past the door. Another mystery. May have to stay that way, too. That area is alive with soldiers. V dangerous. Well, we've already had more than our fair share of exciting and aggravating adventures in the Interchange. Somebody was bunkering up down here. Let's see if we can... Let's clean this thing. I keep cleaning it up and it keeps getting right back the way it was. There we go. That's a little bit better. Radiation resistance. I will trade that poison bomb for a bottle of radiation resistance tonic. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use that. Might not need it, but I'll go ahead and use it. Alright then. Don't think there's anything else of interest down here. I'm only just now noticing this, but the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. Narnia. Alrighty. I guess that flamethrower robot's moved on. Oh. Freya. Okay, then. Well, I'm going to go on a limb here and say, judging just by what I've seen, not going to find a lot of herbs probably in this area. I'll go to the other end of the moor real quick just to have a peek. And you know what? Have I been in that building? Probably not. What the hell? Let's go now.
Strange how sterile farmland smells when there are no animals.
Old barn. Here we are with this again. Got closer to the protocol camp than ever before today, enough to actually set eyes on what that big concrete monstrosity leads to, something called the interchange. I'll draw a map. There's a route safe as any I've found to get to it. Hug the west side of the concrete tower as you go around, and you'll see the way inside. Beats me how you'd get past that gun, though. As silly as it sounds, just don't let it see you. Gunpowder. Poison.
Gone. Must have spooked them.
I'll find you if you're out there.
Find who? Green light special. Get your red hot deals now. Buy one, get one, same price. There must be some outlaws or something nearby.
Hell and damnation.
Oh, I hear a firefight.
Eyes open. Something's out there.
Oh,
Bugger me.
Best.
it's all go now.
Eyes open. Could be anything.
What are they shooting? Is that an outlaw?
Anyone out there? You what?
I'm gonna get just close enough to see that outlaw get roasted. Uh-oh. My mistake. Sorry about that. Well, it was picking up something. What's this? Ah. That's like the third or fourth time I've found that painkillers recipe. Alright then, I'm not really seeing any signs of herbs here in Scathermore, so let's cut across and go to Casterfell Wood. I know we'll find them there. I hope this phone doesn't ring again. I was kind of wondering, and this is just me being a nitpick. When I was little, my mother and I would watch TV shows and movies and nitpick little things about them. Why did they do that? How were they over here and then suddenly they're over there? You know, just little things. None of it was important. It was just fun to do. But when I was leaving the interchange earlier, I was wondering how it is
This is a defense announcement.
that
The substation is now off limits to all citizens and enlisted men. Speak to a protocol officer if you require.
you go in the interchange over there above the church. And then when you get through the interchange, then the tunnels lead directly away from you, deeper into this hill, because it connects over to Slattendale, it connects over here to Scathermore, it connects to Casterfell Wood. So how is it that the Windscale Atom Plant is over there, on the other side of the mirror? I don't quite understand the interconnection, or whatever you want to call it. But, yeah, it's not near as, herbs, not near as important as I may make it out to be. That's nice. There's one of them little garden gnomes with his carrot and his cup of coffee. What's this? Oh.
State of this place. Leave tomorrow if we could.
They should just paint the boundary wall institutional green and call this whole country a lunatic asylum.
Where are you hiding at? Ah. We'll get around to it eventually. I guess this was once an entrance exit to somewhere. Right. Oh, herbs. I wonder if there's any hiding over here behind these shrubs. None that are readily apparent.
We started off right by shooting some troublemakers. Shame we can't do that again. There are a few locals left as it is.
Beck Street. Well, I may not have to go into Casterfell Wood to find herbs. There's plenty of them right here. What is this thing picking up on? Must be on the other side of the creek. Nothing useful. Any herb? Well, what's this? I wonder if you can... No, you can't. It's fenced off. What do you reckon all this was? Nothing important, probably. We've never gone this far down before, this side of the village. Old boathouse. Here's a piece of paper. Oh. A. I saw soldiers arrest Dr. Garrow, that nosy scientist. They've taken her up to the protocol camp in Scathermore. That must be where they've got that prison. Apparently she had some strange device on her that she was using to get past their turrets and security locks. If we could get our hands on it, who knows what we could get access to. R. At the bottom of the letter is a hastily drawn hand. Plainly apparent, despite the fact that I have no reason to suspect him of actually doing anything bad, per se, that old Alf at the Grendel's Head knew a whole lot more than he ever let on. No big surprise.
It's the World Cup this year, isn't it? I'm sure it is. I hope England nabs it.
Oh, wouldn't mind so much if I had a bit more sunshine.
You know what? Time for tea, time for tea. Smashing. That door does not function. But yeah, the interchange is up there, but the Windscale Atom plant is over there. Unless, and I suppose it's entirely probable, the tunnel leading to Oberon wraps around, maybe. What the hell is that? Is that Nessie? A shark? I don't think there are any sharks in the mirrors of the lake country. Are there any sharks in the mirrors of Cumbria? I sure hope not. Anyway, let's go up this other side and see if we can find what that was the metal detector was picking up on earlier. I think it was over here somewheres.
There is someone there.
No, I'm trespassing.
Not sure I like the look of you.
How very weird.
I saw that. I know
I'm
you're
trespassing there too.
Some bugger trying to keep up on me.
Whoop the head.
Stay sharp. Don't want any more surprises.
Okay then.
I think they've gone.
Is this trespassing? No, this isn't trespassing. Pity, there's some herbs right there. Oh. I can pick them through the fence. Alright then. Let's see here.
Starting to get tomorrow.
See if there's any herbs hiding around this direction. Don't see any. Oh wait, there's some right there. I spoke too soon. You know what, while I'm thinking about it as well, pick that up. Never was very good at those takedowns, but that's okay. Kind of late in the game for that one, isn't it? I'll think about it. Oh, there's some herbs there. Smashing good stuff.
One day, I'll leave here, get through the wall. Somehow.
State of this place.
Leave tomorrow and you will report it immediately to the protocol officer. Remember, colluding with criminals is a serious offense.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blowed.
I was trespassing on the abandoned boat. Okay.
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. The area you are entering is known to contain outlaws, lunatics, and monstrosities.
Is that a crate down there on that pier? Hmm? What am I missing here? Oh. There's a junction box somewhere up in there. Okay. Is this trespassing? This is trespassing. Really rather not cause myself any problems I can avoid. Please drive slowly. There's that tunnel with the ferals in it. Oh. There'd be a dead person down there. Let's see if we can get to them without it being trespassing, maybe. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh. Holy shit. Thank you. Come again. Alright. What are we looking for here? Wait a minute. Let me do that. Let's see here. Don't cross the water. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. I mean, the signs are literally right there. Danger leeches. Alrighty. Nope, and there's one of Mother Jago's notes, I bet you. Yep. I need to go to the garden center because I bet you there's herbs there that I can use. Hey, ugly. What are you doing? Here comes another one. That was nice. Okay. Were there only 3 of them? Or was there a 4th one? I think that was it, wasn't it? Okay. I see what might... Maybe... Oh no, those are something totally different. There's a bunch of herbs right there, though. How about up here? Just out of curiosity. Don't see any. Where are the druids? I know there's a small... Ah. I know there's a small band of them that wanders in this direction every so often. You know what? Let me go ahead and get that deep pockets. There's no point in not. I've carried that sticky bomb around for ages and still haven't used it. Maybe I'll get the opportunity in the Windscale plant. Who knows? The greenhouse hut key. Well, hot diggity damn, another key. Now back here. What the deuce? I suppose I should say ouch. Oh, there's the ripcord. I pulled it without even looking. That was fun. Okay. I don't think there's anything else down here worth finding. Okay. Back out we go. So, don't need a knife. Rats, what a surprise. That one got away. Okay. Wonder if there's a way to... Nope. Well, can't get up there from here. Oh wait, what's that? Ah! The hut key. And I see more herbs. Turn the radio on. We'll apply those items. We are waiting for you. What's this? Oh. Comrade, I am writing this in the hope that Agravain has sent someone to extract us. We are waiting for you behind the house. This area is crawling with strange masked cultists. They will kill you on sight. Proceed carefully. Get us out of here, please. Well... sadly. They're all dead. Except Agravain. And again, lacking any evidence to prove it, I still think in the back of my mind that Joyce Tanner is Agravain. She's the only person left that I'd have reason to suspect. And I don't say that lightly. Every single one of the characters in this game, the primary characters, is shady or suspicious in some fashion or another. And for different reasons. But Joyce Tanner, anytime you try to question her, what she's doing, why she's doing it, where she came from, so on and so forth, she deflects. She won't talk about it. She won't answer the question. You get a pretty clear vibe from several of the primary characters of why they're in the zone, why they're doing what they're doing. But Joyce, she won't tell you anything. And the more time passes, the more sus that becomes. Oh. Okay then. How many? Yeah, we've got a good supply of herbs now. There come the druids. I figured they'd be around this direction eventually. Well, I think that's about all we can do in this area for now. Well, Eh. Do you know the one thing I've noticed is that even with the military presence in the area, it's weird that for all the areas that are contaminated by noxious fumes, toxic spores, etc., one thing that this game left out that would have been wonderfully useful would have been a gas mask. Nothing fancy. Just enough of something to give you protection. Now, the radiation protection I could see coming from a bottle, but it'd be nice if when you do find one of those areas choked with toxic gases that you could just pop on your gas mask and go through, do what you have to do, and then leave. Take your mask back off. In another game I've played recently that was released last year was the full conversion Fallout 4 mod, Fallout London. At one point during the course of the main storyline, your character has to get a gas mask because they have to go into an area of the city that's infected by an extremely dangerous disease. And when you wear the mask, if you're in first-person mode, it literally just looks like your typical gas mask. It covers your whole head. There's the filtration canister on the front. And when you go into third-person mode, the top part, the visor part, can flip up. It's like the visor lifts up so you can see down your sights if you're trying to take a shot at something. And I always thought that was pretty cool. Something like that would be nice in this game. But we'll make do with what we have. Let's make sure where we're going. Okay, yeah. We are headed in the right direction. There it is. All right. There's another band of wandering druids. Oh. I hear a feral. They're probably both back. I see the one, but I don't see the other one. I'm just curious. Yeah. That's nice. I hear it, but I don't see it. Hop up there. Oh, there it is. May not have any immediate reward, but there is definite satisfaction to capping a couple of ferals after all the trouble I had with them earlier in the game. As I had said in a previous episode, though, I am very glad that I discovered very early on that ferals do not like Molotov cocktails. Uh-oh, hello. And there's something I got a little tip was hiding in here that I want to go back in and look. Thankfully, there are little safe zones where you can hide for a few moments while you let that poison build up and go away. There's what I'm looking for. One more time. Let's get out of this. Jack, hope you found this before you go any further inside. That gas leak has been getting worse, so make sure you've had the proper antidote before you head in. Don't want to end up like Cecil, do you? Poor bugger took 3 days to die. Ugh. Okay. Now, if I'm not entirely mistaken, with Dr. Garrow dead, there is no getting inside the Casterfell Dam data store. But that key we found will open this. Ah! You have to go into the toxic area to find the key, to unlock the door, to flip the switch that will turn on the fans, that will pull the toxic fumes out of the same area where you found the body that has the key. I don't know why that's funny, but it is. Now this is much nicer. Not important ultimately to the end of the game, but I've probably already found everything to find in here since I poked around in this area in the previous episode. But that's okay. One more little tidbit. Let's see. All right. Oh, there they are again.
One head has to be.
As big as that bonfire is, small wonder half the wood isn't on fire. I don't want you to feel out anything. I'm going this way.
Anyone there?
No, no one here.
Are they gone?
They're gone.
Must have spooked them.
Yeah, you spooked me well and good. I'm trembling in my boots. There's the Wicker Man. Okay. Oh, hello. What have we got here? Oh, how about that? If only I had wandered over here earlier. As much as I don't like it, I'm just going to give up that sticky bomb. I'm never going to use it. Thought about using it against some ferals in a previous episode, but it never did pan out. Or actually, I think I was going to use it, but unfortunately I got killed before I could, so it's alright. Let me make sure I'm going the right direction here. Yes. Stay down here, follow the creek. There are some protocol soldiers up ahead. We'll skirt around them, though. Don't want any lectures on keeping our noses clean and being a civvy. So wait a minute. Oh, okay.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember that your village is one of the few remaining bastions of normality within the zone. Keep it that way. Be normal.
Normal is a very relative term in today's world, Captain. Especially in a place like the quarantine zone. Anyway. I wonder where the hell all of those little garden gnomes come from. They've got their carrot and their cup of coffee. Or tea. Tea would be more appropriate, wouldn't it? Oh, hello. And we... Ah. Ah. Excellent. The Fold. Nook Lane. Ah, more herbs. Splendid. All these barred up doors, all these buildings. The bakery.
Citizens of Wyndham, you are reminded that any building marked as sterilized is off limits prior to demolition. Trespass is a serious offense.
All right. I don't know who keeps opening that door every time I leave. I close it and then I open it and then I close it and then when I come back it's closed or it's open again. Oh, that turret spotted the rats. Decon. All right. Well, I've made all the preparations I can for this exciting jaunt. Now the only thing to do is be about it. Make some of Mother Jago's potion. Knock it back. And oh, wait a minute before I do anything else. Charge. Oh boy. Run for your lives. Whoa. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're being attacked by mad plants, folks. Oh, wow. Blew the whole top off this place, didn't it? Nope, I see one of the freaks in the gas masks. There's another freak in the gas mask. Weird that he didn't see me. I walked right by him. Yikes. Oh, I hear a robot. Firing, weapon firing. We're running for our lives, folks. Oh, God. Woo. That was close. Wow. What a mess. I think that tunnel there is the objective. Uh-oh. They see me, but they can't get up here to me. Curious. Oberite Production Performance Overview. The extraction of Oberite from the Oberon artifact has continued apace and, if anything, slightly ahead of schedule. Research teams should be reminded that the supply is finite and every milligram must be accounted for. That said, the most remarkable results have been achieved with mere grains of the material. Attempts to synthesize Oberite have sadly, if predictably, failed, but careful use of what we have will make Great Britain a world leader in... The rest of the document is damaged and unintelligible. Hello, boys. Goodbye. No, there's some of those Oberite bugs. Run for your lives. This is it. The Oberon dig site. And that, I guess, is Oberon. Now that we're here, shoot. I'm going to leave a save right here. For the sake of completion on this particular playthrough, I am going to side with Dr. Holder, and we are going to destroy Oberon by poisoning it. We have the poisoned sample 1. What we need to do now is figure out how to do that. I guess the first thing we need to do is get up to the control room. Nope. Yeah. Building a better British future. Barred for life. Tomorrow begins here. Be proud to be barred. Oh. How nice. What do we got here? D. Lancaster. Operations R. Doherty. Personnel Dr. J. L. Howard. Mechanical Heuristics Dr. There's Garrow. Robotics M. Glover. Mining Operations J. Turner. Engineering F. Howard. Robotics A. Evans. W. Metcalf. Physics S. Wright. Physics J. Harris. Pyrotechnician M. Rogers. Engineering H. Payne. Acoustics W. Iggs. Wiggs. Engineering Dr. A. Holder. Biology Dr. E. Fisher. Biology. Absent illness. R. Astley. Engineering. I wonder who that could be. At least you know he'll never give you up. There's where we came in from. Dig site storeroom keycard. Excellent. Uneasy at the discovery. Dr. Irvin's personal diary, 24th July 1957. I am uneasy at the discovery. Quite apart from how the fact of Oberon being hollow and therefore not furnishing us with anywhere near the quantity of oberite that we anticipated, how can any living thing possibly have survived encased in such a material for at least the centuries since the meteorite fell in the time of Shakespeare? The biologists are gleeful and can hardly wait to start poking and prodding the stuff, but it worries me. I mooted the possibility that Oberon may be artificial, but nobody listened. What if it's an egg of sorts? What if it's a weapon? What if it is both? Now, Dr. Irvin may have been onto something. Oh boy. More tunnels. The toilets. Crazy given the state of the atom plant, how kind of pristine these rooms are. Uh-oh. There's one of the oddballs. Something is buried down here. 12th April 1947. We have begun our initial investigations in the deepest galleries of the old mine. I will admit that I had my doubts when I saw the findings of the initial survey, but there's no denying the evidence of my own eyes. Something is buried down here, something with an electromagnetic signature that defies explanation. I have made an initial recommendation that we use the Engineer Corps to begin exploratory excavations. It seems that there might have been something to the local legends of a fallen star after all. Oh. Why is there an atomic battery here? Let me put that Molotov away. I don't think I'll need it immediately. If I do need it, I can always come back for it. But it would probably not be a bad idea to have that battery on hand, just in case. They wouldn't have put it here, surely, if they didn't want it to be used for something. Huh. It's quite an arrangement. Let's see if we can... Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. So the other way into that same space. And here's the control room. Oh. Ellis, before you initiate the self-destruct sequence, the explosives need to be manually armed. We've planted 4 of them around the dig site. Make sure all 4 are armed or the sequence won't start. Once they're armed, pull the lever and then get the hell out of there before the whole place explodes. Good luck. Blowing this damn thing up might be our only hope. Yeah. So that's the destruct console. I wonder if we could get the drop on this guy. Security. Fire safety system. Sample extractor console. Okay. So I can see 1, 2, 3 flamethrower robots. What the hell? Where'd you come from? This one's stubborn, isn't he? He has some iodine and some cloth. That's nice. Anyway. Anything of interest over here? No. Well, wait. urgent, do not most urgent, effective immediately, 20th October 1957. Urgent, do not drill. Close down extraction to be postponed indefinitely. Data analysis indicates likelihood of a catastrophic event subsequent to structural metamorphosis of the Oberon artifact is high. The Oberon artifact is to be isolated and all drilling operations halted immediately. Repeat, do not drill. It looks to me like someone discovered the aforementioned biological matter in Oberon's core. Didn't think it was a good idea to continue drilling. Called an order immediately to stop drilling. And then Dr. Garrow, not wanting to halt progress, ordered drilling resumed. And that's when the accident happened. So what's this? 200 unaccounted for. 2nd October 1957 to D. Lancaster. I believe it would be wise to pause oberite extraction ASAP. The analysis of the X-ray scatter sheets from 1000 hours today are markedly different from those taken at 0800. It's not a decay process as such, but rather an allotropic metamorphosis from a higher energy structure to a lower energy one. Miller came to me paler than usual, clutching his slide ruler and saying he'd calculated that, despite the core temperature remaining resolutely steady, there is something northwards of 200 gigajoules, I guess, unaccounted for. If that were to release catastrophically, it would make a mess. We should play safe until the missing energy is explained. Yeah. More pieces to the overall puzzle explaining what happened come to light at last. What's this? Oberon Biology Report, 30th July 1957. Extract from 30th July 1957. While it's certainly not impossible for living matter to survive in very harsh conditions and to do so indefinitely, I am taken aback by the discovered material being quite so vivacious. Quite apart from anything else, how does something like this end up cocooned in a thick mineral shell in the first instance? The parallels to an egg are evident, but that provokes the inevitable corollary. What might lay such an egg? Or the possibility that Oberon was manufactured, and, if so, by whom and to what purpose? Eee. Well, all right then. I think to progress the quest for Dr. Holder, we have to go back down here. And await instructions. See, it doesn't say anything beyond pointing to this console, so we'll have to discern the mystery, because it's not showing anything beyond what you're seeing here. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Anyway, as I said, for this playthrough, I am going to follow Dr. Holder's path, poison Oberon, and bring an end to whatever Oberon is that way. The other option open to me at present that I could take has a far less pleasant outcome, I think, with a lot more casualties. But we will find out next time. That's going to do it for this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, drop a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already so that you'll see my future videos. If you have any questions, thoughts, or constructive criticisms, please leave a comment down below, and as always, I will see you in our next episode. Cheers.